Ag PhD full episodes and more are now available on Acres TV, the newest ag platform connecting you to fields of information. Look for us on watchacrestv.com.
During our Farm Basics time today, we're going to talk about the Green Bridge.
This isn't that bridge to nowhere, Brian. They keep talking about funding, is it? No. It's the bridge for insects and disease to stay living out in your field. It's that little crutch they need to get by so they can infest your next crop. We don't want that to happen. We want last year's and last crop's problems to be in the past. We want the new crop to have a good start.
Let me give you an example right off our Ag PhD Field Day site. So every year at the field day, we have a whole bunch of different crops. Well, we have a number of different small grains in there: oats, wheat, spring wheat, and winter wheat, and others. So anyway, we got a few mites in there, a few of these mites that we didn't want. Well, we thought, oh, no big deal. I mean, they'll disappear over the winter. But the problem was we were raising winter wheat in our parking lot there at the Ag PhD Field Day site. So we would go literally from, hey, we have a crop right in our field day area to, oh, we're raising winter wheat. And then in the spring, we're right back to raising some spring wheat and other small grains again. So it was small grain, small grain, small grain constantly all year long. And the mite populations just exploded. It was ridiculous.
Well, the real question here is, okay, if winter doesn't stop things, how do you eliminate this green bridge? Do you need a few weeks of absolutely nothing growing? Do you need months of nothing growing? What is it?
Well, I mean, we talk about crop rotation here on the show from time to time. It's nice to break the cycle completely by a year or two, but if nothing else, what we suggest is at least eliminating this green bridge to some degree by having nothing growing in the field at all for 1 to 2 weeks. And you can do that a number of different ways. You can use tillage, you can use herbicides and insecticides. I mean, it's up to you how you want to stop the green bridge. But the point is, if we're just going to raise, like at our field day site, if we're going to raise wheat on wheat on wheat on wheat, we'd at least like to have a couple week break there. So maybe there are a few less diseases and insects and mites going into the next crop.
Yeah, and the big thing to think about is it's not just, okay, you can't have wheat out there growing. It could be weeds as well. There are other weeds and grass species, for example, that might be hosts to the same exact diseases and insects and mites that could infest your next crop. So you want to be completely free of vegetation. That's the best way to ensure you're eliminating this green bridge.
Yeah, because a lot of times it's just volunteer crop, for example. So some years we'd raise oats. Well, then there'd be a little bit of oats that would drop on the ground at or before harvest. They'd sprout up right away, and all of a sudden we've got another crop coming that we weren't even expecting.
Yeah, it can creep up on you pretty easy. That's why we're talking about this green bridge now, because if you're harvesting small grains or you plan to be really soon, this would be something to get after. And you'll notice farmers out in fields at different times of the year, and you think, why in the world are they out there now? There isn't even anything growing out there. This is one of the big reasons you'll see farmers out there.
Well, another reason you'll see farmers out there is to control our Weed of the Week. Can you identify this week's weed?